eating healthy and also having a meal replacement plan. You can do it with a smoothie or you can do it with salads. That's why we came about eating salad, to help people to eat healthy, not just losing weight, to be healthy.
The reason why people have, taken the second option of fixing different types of weave is because they have never really been able to be tutored on how to cater for their natural hair. So you really can't blame us, you can't blame women, but when it becomes a habit, it's also very dangerous.
Okay, to get the knowledge of how to get the good hair quality. When we cut human hair from the head of the lady.
Hello and welcome to this edition of Metro Woman. Now today's episode is dedicated to beauty. We're looking at natural hair care tips and then, tips to a more beautiful, glowing skin. We're going to be talking to an expert on hair and skincare, and it's going to be a good show. You will learn a lot. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome back. Now, if you want healthy, natural, lofty and lustrous hair, you're watching the right show. I have with me on the set Miss Daisy Obiano, and she is the CEO of Capelli Beauty Parlor. How are you, Miss
Fine,
Daisy?
thank you. And you?
Thank you. I'm good. Thank you for joining us on the show. Thank you.
Thank
you too.
Thank you.
So how are you doing?
I'm very well.
Now, it's very easy for women to abandon their natural hair. It's easier to put on a wave, it's easier to wear a wig, and there's a tendency that we, a lot of times just relegate our hair to the background because we have all these other alternatives. But it's important, right, to take care of your natural hair. Could you tell us a bit more on the importance of keeping and maintaining your natural hair and what it does for you, and how we can go about ensuring that our hair is natural and healthy and looks it because your hair is natural, right?
Yeah, this is natural.
Fantastic.
Thank
it looks
you.
great. It looks great.
Thank you.
Yeah. So talk to us about this.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Talking about natural hair, we have sometimes, forgotten the importance and the beauty of the natural hair. We do a lot of things to the hair. We cut the hair, we style the hair, we color the hair. There's a lot we do to the hair, and it brings out beauty, in itself, in its natural self. There's so much we need to know about the natural hair. Understanding the chemistry of the hair will help you know how to maintain your natural hair.
Okay.
Hair in itself is protein. In the use of language, we call it keratinized hair. We call it keratin. Keratin actually is protein, like a word used for protein, to qualify protein of the hair. Now, the hair in itself is dead cell. Like I said, this is my natural hair, but you can see it lofty, you can see it bouncy, you can see it, beautiful. I can give my hair different kinds of style, and with my hand, I'm comfortable with anything that I do with my hair. For us, our hair grows and is coily. For us to achieve straight, lofty, silky hair, we have to chemicalize our hair, which is not dangerous to the hair. But what is dangerous to the hair is when you don't know the right chemical to use, you don't know your hair texture, you don't know the hair condition, you don't even know that the hair needs treatment. Because the hair that you see outside here is actually dead cell. It is only alive when it is in the hair sheath, when it's in the roots, the follicle. Now, each hair strand has its hair follicle, and the hair follicle actually has 3 layers. We talk about the cortex, and then we talk about the capillary, and then we talk about, the cuticle. Now, when we talk about the cuticle is what we see on the scalp of the hair, and that is where most of the nutrients, come in from. Now, the reason many people suffer hair loss is because they do not understand the chemistry of hair. And that is why I want to lay that foundation first, understanding the chemistry of hair, understanding that the hair has different texture. The texture of my hair might be different from the texture of your hair.
Yes.
So that informs what you actually use to treat the hair. And it informs the kind of chemical that you use and then the processing time also.
Now, still on hair tips, okay? We're looking at taking care of our natural hair. Daisy is going to show us some basic styling tips that we can incorporate, you know, all in the effort to help our natural hair grow properly and grow beautifully.
Okay, thank you very much. This is my client Ore. Here, she's properly kept because we have to protect her dress from any drop-off of products.
Okay.
This hair is already shampooed. And as you can see, she's got healthy hair, her hairlines are still there. But in some cases, you see, you know, marks of alopecia, hair loss.
Yes.
And in that case, I don't think, you know, anybody should really bother or be troubled about alopecia, especially when it's not genetic. You know, when it's genetic, you know, you have to refer the person to a physician. Okay. But if it's not genetic, if it's like hormonal, probably caused by hair loss caused by medication or by a physiological change in the system, which will affect some nutrient that the hair requires to grow, then we have products to take care of that. Cosmetically, that can be taken care of. Okay. But if it is genetic, we might not be able to take care of that. And how do we know when alopecia is genetic? There is the androgenetic and there is the normal alopecia. How do we know when it's genetic? When we do our consultation and we ask questions, you have to dig deep into families, you know, into some like relatives and all that.
Okay, so there might be like trends.
Yeah,
the whole
trends.
family, all
exactly.
the ladies
So it's
have...
like hereditary, you know.
Okay.
Now this is a detangling comb.
Okay.
This edge is detangles and this edge smoothens. Now before you smoothen, you have to detangle. So the first thing you do for a hair length like this, you start from the tip and just work your way up
to the top.
To the top.
Okay.
So you see, I've detangled this part of the hair. Now I'm going to this side. I just detangle.
Okay.
And very softly, because if you come from here, there might be tangles here, and that can pull the hair, and you have hair, you know, cracks and breaking and losses. So to take care of your daily styling, I'm just going to use a titanium. This is called a titanium straightener. This doesn't damage the hair because it infuses, you know, the heat just on the surface, not on the cuticles.
Okay.
So very quickly, we're going to see, you know, the difference. This is a whole lot of difference this is going to make on her hair and her facial appearance. Another thing you consider, you know, is your face, the shape of your face in, you know, straightening the hair. You want to know which way to go. And then...
How can you tell that?
Well, there are different shapes of face. Like your face is oblong, mine is oval,
okay,
and hers is round.
Okay.
Yeah. So for her dress and anywhere she can go with this, you know, kind of hairstyle, this is like just a quick tips. And of course, you know, the hair already has enough product, so you don't need to put any more serum or, you know.
Yeah, don't put too much.
Yeah, it's going to make it too much.
Thank you, thank you. This looks lovely and we have learned a lot. Thank you, Daisy.
Thank you.
Don't go away, we'll be right back. Hello and welcome back. Today we're talking the full package, beauty, hair and skin. Right, so we've done the hair segment and Daisy has taken us through tips on how to care for your natural hair. And now we're on to skin. The skin is very important. When it comes to the beauty of a woman.
Yeah.
I think it's one major, you know, factor that women have to take into consideration. And the way your skin looks, I think goes a long way to define your beauty.
Yes.
Yeah.
What we are seeing here is someone on the, okay, this is a massage bed and she's all ready for a therapy. Now, the therapist here is performing what we call acupressure.
Okay.
Okay, acupressure helps to loosen the nerves on the face.
Okay.
The facial nerves, the pores. Also helps to open the pores and is also called a breathing technique. You know, in performing the breathing technique, it helps, you know, exhale carbon dioxide and inhale oxygen.
The skin is doing all that.
Yeah, the skin is doing all that. And it helps with the penetration of the product or the treatment that is being used on the skin. We have environmental hazards, things rest on our skin on a daily basis. You say, oh, okay, ask a simple question. You bathe every morning before you go out.
Yes.
How come your white towel still gets dirty? Because you only use the towel to mop your body.
Yes.
And you're not wondering, why does
So
it
it
still
means
get dirty?
there's just this continual residue.
Thank you. That's rest on the body. That
yes, so you
even
want to
the very
always take care
soap
of.
you use has residues.
After you've heard this, look into the closest mirror, strike a pose and wink at yourself. You should smile at what you see because you are beautiful and you deserve all the loving. Stay confident, stay beautiful, and remember that it can only get better. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.